The girl I call my own will wear satins and laces and smell of provolone.
Yeah.
Oh, cologne. If my lips should meet with Frank Sinatra, give me kisses.
It's a ring.
Enamorada.
And what was your next one?
Here it is. I've got a crush on you.
What I look like?
Daddy, what?
I want a diamond ring, and I want bracelets and everything, Daddy. You ought to get the best for me.
I'm busted, baby. Busted. Tapped out.
Now listen, Daddy. I want a brand new car, and I want some champagne, and I want caviar.
You're not well.
Daddy, never mind. You got to get the best for me.
Francis Albert Sinatra was born on December 12, 1915, in Hoboken, New Jersey.
During the beginnings, when he was a younger teenager, he and 3 other Hobokians, known as the Three Flashes, went to audition for Amateur Hour as Hoboken 4.
And on September 8th, they sang the Mills Brothers song, Shine.
We have now the Hoboken 4.
Who speaks for the group? I will. I'm Frank. We're looking for jobs. How about it?
Folks will shine up to you. Everybody's gonna hide you, do you? You'll make the whole world shine.
But he felt sad and rejected by his fellow bandmates, so he decided to go back to Hoboken to continue to do small gigs.
As time went on, Harry James of the Harry James Orchestra found Sinatra and took him in for $75 a month.
And during this time, he released his first single, All or Nothing, that became a huge hit. Then the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra wanted him, so Harry James graciously tore up Frank Sinatra's contract, and he went off to play with one of the biggest big band groups in America.
When it comes to music, millions say, yes, indeed, Tommy Dorsey. Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Sinatra, Joe Stafford, and the Pied Pipers in Just As Though You Were Here. All right, Frankie? Just as though you were here. When purple shadows start to welcome the dark, I'll take the same old stroll.
Frank Sinatra wanted to go solo, but Tommy Dorsey wasn't as gracious as Harry James and said that if he was going to leave, he would take 1/3 of all of his earnings.
Then Sinatra hired lawyers, and Tommy left with $75,000. Sinatra was signed to Columbia Records in 1943 and was an idol to Bobby Soxers, which were the teenage girls in the 1940s and 50s.
Sinatra began appearing in more films such as Higher and Higher and Step Lively, and even co-starred with Gene Kelly in Anchors Away.
Oh, it's early yet. Yeah, I know, but what time is it? Did she leave a message for me? Never mind what you'd say. What did Lola say? Well, that's too bad about you too, sister. Hey, don't hang up on me. Let's leave a note, will you? Tell her I'll call at 10. Honest, Joe, I can explain the whole thing. Just give me a second, I can explain it. You see, you were sleeping like a baby, and I didn't want to disturb you. You see, I know you need to rest very badly. Honest, you do. I noticed you don't look good with so much lately. Joe, help! 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 Joe, help!
He also starred in a short film, The House I Live in 1945, about racial and religious intolerance, which won him an Honorable Academy Award in 1946. He released his album, The Voice of Frank Sinatra, in 1946, and due to negative rumors and publicity, he had a pause in his career for 3 years.
And in 1953, he made a rebound and released his album, Fly Me to the Moon, which became a major hit.
He signed a multi-million-dollar contract with NBC in 1957.
He left Capitol Records to find his own label, Reprise Records, in 1961. His album, Strangers in the Night, that hit #1 on billboards and stayed there for 73 weeks, having My Way as a signature song in 1969.
He also joined the Rat Pack with Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, John Bishop, and Peter Lawford, and became famous singing on the stages of Las Vegas. In 1971, Sinatra announced his retirement only to be back 2 years later. In 1973, he released his album, Old Blue Eyes Is Back, and performed in Las Vegas at the Caesars Palace in 1974.
In 1976, Frank Sinatra married Barbara Max, a Vegas showgirl, and remained married for the rest of Sinatra's life. They toured around worldwide and raised hundreds of millions of dollars for charity.
In the 80s, he released the song New York, New York, which is heard even today on 101.1 Radio FM.
Sinatra made his last appearance in 1994 and was awarded the Legends Awards at the Grammys.
Will you welcome the King of New York City, Francis Albert Sinatra.
That's the best welcome I ever had.
He made no further appearances after a heart attack in 1997, and on May 14, 1998, he died at the age of 82.
Let your kiss confess this is happiness, darling, and put all your dreams away. Good night, everybody.